But we'll do that after the red-green refactor stage. So oh boy. Lots of frames dropping here. What is the speed of my Ethernet? How do I check the network settings here? Hmm. Ten up, 10 down. Marvel. Is that the thing that I bought? I guess it is. Okay. So my internet speed in theory shouldn't be an issue. What is this? Okay, so this is like my... Oh god, okay. Okay, everything looks like it's working. So, I don't know. Let's keep going with this. So, what do I need here? I really need to do... Oh, and I can get rid of that. I need to do this. Mostly everything here. So let's just like copy and paste that. Okay. And I need that. Okay, I need to figure that part out. We'll do that for now. And we can get rid of that. And what do I want to check? I want to check that. Okay. I don't know why I'm not using link. I won't use it for now, but we'll do that. And then I think I want to say enhanced. I think that's what I want to say. So let's run this test. And that should be spinning up a cluster. And this should, well, this one should pass, but the next one, oh. What is this? Sequence contains no matching element. Oh, I probably can't run these with the same stack name. Right. So these need to be in sequence, at least for now. Okay, so oh, I think it's actually just, oh no, it's not. Let's see. Okay. Oh, interesting. So this created it. Huh. Okay, let's try that. This looks better. What is going on here? Why? What line is this? 85. Okay, so this is doing the second. Oh, there is no setting. Oh, and I'm just not deleting it. Okay, I'm not using it after all. Okay. Interesting. So what? test configs. Starting with version 4, this will default to null. Okay. If no data for this property is returned from the service, the property will also be null. Hey, thank you. I have no sound on, oh, okay, so I have a sound on chat, but I have no sound on, I have no sound on that. What is up? Is my stream lagging? I'm doing okay. I feel like there's this weird emotional state, I think, whenever you're creating something and you're not quite sure what you're doing, and you're in this kind of trough of anxiety, like, what's going on? How long will it take for me to figure this out? And then you kind of come out the other side sometimes, usually at the end of the day, if you just feel like you've made a lot of progress. But right now I'm in a weird spot, and there is something interesting about having AI for this. Well, because normally you just kind of bang your head on a keyboard to try and figure this out. And I'm thinking I could copy this and just paste this into Claude Code, and we can see what we get. I am from Canada. How can I ensure this value is set when getting the cluster from a describe clusters request? This may try and change code, which I think is a problem, but we'll see. Okay, the settings property can be null when retrieved from describe clusters async. Include cluster fields. Nice. I hope you're having a good time. I was in California for work, and I think the interesting thing, so from Canada, we complain about the weather sometimes, but I think in California it's particularly interesting because the weather's pretty much good all the time, but you still have to complain about the weather. So it's like, it's very nuanced complaints about the weather. I am a newbie on everything. So yes, no idea what well, I know what I'm doing isn't probably the most entertaining thing for others to watch, which calls into question why I'm doing it. But I am new to it. Okay, let's see. So here, I can say include cluster field dot settings. Okay, great. Kind of. I do, but I don't necessarily stream them. And I don't know if I play them enough to stream them either. Okay. Let's see what happens there. In theory, this should work, or at least work better than what was happening before. Okay. So the stack, oh nice. Okay, so that is what I want. I want that to fail in that very particular way. So things are working, and I can't do anything about the fact that the stack is being created yet. I just have to kind of let that annoy me. Okay, and then that'll delete itself in time. So now I need to go to infrastructure and get rid of some of this stuff here. League of Legends, but I'm not good at all at that. And Dave the Diver, which is interesting. Like, I agree, playing games is probably an entertaining thing to do. But okay, so here, I'll give you kind of like a little pitch on why I know this is like an incredibly annoying thing to watch. Nobody likes people writing code. Like, it's just not entertaining, even for the people writing it. But I think we can make that better. And I'm not really focusing on trying to make that better right now, but I think we could. And it could be more entertaining to watch than it currently is. So I would prefer to try and make that better. But I'm not able to devote time to doing that right now, so I just have really bad streams, I think. Subjectively. Maybe other people enjoy it. I don't know. I really would more like to help other people who are trying to write code or understand how to program than I would play games, I guess. But, I mean, that's probably a smaller crowd. What are we doing here? What am I doing in this? Oh yeah, I want to change the template here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Cluster settings. What are my goals in life? What a question. It's interesting because I don't know if you can ever, I guess, to do whatever you're currently doing well is like a really vague way of saying it, but I think most of my goals in life weren't things that I necessarily started out with, even though obviously, like, so whatever. I can give you like a pretty small one, and then we can work up from there. I play on a dodgeball team on Thursdays, right? And I play with some people that are like pretty competitive, which is nice. I think I'm competitive, and I think this will be like a story. While it's a silly example, I think it's a good story for like how I would like to do anything. When I joined, we were in tier C out of 3 tiers, right? Tier C, tier B, and tier A. And we got promoted to tier B, we got promoted to tier A. And there's people that were on like the Team Canada dodgeball teams, if you can imagine that those things exist. And, you know, we kept going together as a group, which was nice. And I think becoming better over time was good. And figuring out all the like messy bits about how to coordinate people to do better is good. And I think like whatever I'm doing, I would like to do that. That so happens to be professionally writing software, but I think it's just being able to get the best out of people, whether they're dodging cloth balls in a gym or they're writing code or doing whatever else I might end up doing. I think it's enjoyable for me to help and expect the best of other people. So I would like to continue doing that in surprising ways, like dodgeball. Okay, so that should be it. And then we can run this test and this should work now. And then we can do some other stuff. What about you? What are your goals in life? I think also one thing I would like to do on whatever streaming platform is like have more conversations with people. I feel like it's not it's something I would like to do better, and I think is interesting to do with people. And I think it's like less often done. So this guy, let's see. Oh, I guess the resource is gonna go pretty quickly here. Yeah, the delete's already in progress. Which means it worked, which is good. Cool. Okay. So we can kind of clean up. A bit of this stuff. To help needy peoples around the world when I'm rich. Nice. Unfortunately, however, have you thought about like what that would mean? I think sometimes it's harder to do that than people would expect. Okay, so that's good. What is this? Somehow there's like rogue. Okay. So we're good here. I need to do two things. One is I need to make it so that I can run these with like a suffix, but the other is to do, how can I run a method of a test class after each test? Okay, so similarly, can I run a method for each? Nope. But I appreciate the request. Okay, so the constructor and a dispose. Okay, cool. I can do that. So okay. Dude. dude. So, I think I need that. And I don't know if I use the CloudFormation client outside of that, so I can probably just do this.